everyone. Today I'm joined by two people who haven't really been on my channel much recently, Parker and Ryan. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
There is good reason for Parker's absence in particular, and that is because he's actually been getting into real life drifting. Parker, tell us, how has it been going from Forza drifting to real life drifting?
It's kind of a strange one because I've never really drifted with a sim setup, like a steering wheel, how you've used in some of your videos.
Yeah.
It's just been controller.
Yeah, that must be weird going from controller straight to a real car drifting.
Yeah, but do you know, there's certain aspects of it that sort of helps you, like transition timing and stuff, and knowing how close another car is, because we've sort of progressed quite quickly really from the drift day that you guys came to see me to in lockdown. Being my old man, built my obviously competition E36.
Ulti-burst score.
Yeah.
You mentioned the drift day that we met up. That was back in 2019. You were driving. What were you driving then?
It was a blue E36 Touring, which was a 325 BMW engine in it. It was like 180 horsepower or something.
Yeah, it was it was just like a street car really. That it wasn't a competition spec or anything like that, was it?
Yeah, that's it. Just a street car with some lock mods on it.
Yeah.
Some bucket seats in it. I mean, they're really good cheap cars for cheap fun.
Yeah.
You guys saw that it was pedaling around alright.
Yeah, it was
took a thrashing sort of all day.
The ride-alongs that you gave us. I know Ryan enjoyed his little ride-along.
Yeah, that's funny enough when I was
had
Ryan in the car. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, go on, tap the wheel. I was like, alright. And I had no hydro or anything, so I was just literally just sitting on limiter coming up to the wall. It was good laugh. It was really good fun.
During lockdown, you built a new car?
Yeah, we built. We bought an E36 coupe shell that we had Huxley throw a cage in it, and then just build it up. My old man built the engine in it, which is a stroker engine. So it's got forged rods, forged pistons, oversized valves, race compression. So it took the standard NA engine from 180 horsepower to 283. It's about 240 wheel horsepower. So it's a bit of an upgrade on what I had.
Yeah, definitely.
We just wanted reliability out of it, so we overbuilt the engine for what it was, because we didn't expect to be doing any sort of big competitions this year where you need high horsepower to burn up the semi-slicks and stuff.
Yeah.
We built it to quite a high nice spec, but little did I know that we'd be competing in the British Championships so soon. And obviously we had the UCXT team paint put on there.
Of course, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that video, definitely go give it a watch. And
that's helped get quite a lot of attention of how the car looks, which really helps, trying to bring sponsors on board.
Yeah.
Because the car's I'd like to say it's a noticeable car. It's a little bit different.
I might be biased, but I do think it stands out a lot.
Yeah, I really do like it. Yeah, the car's really well built. The mechanical grip that the car's got, even on just road tyres with our low horsepower, it's really hard to drive, because if you don't drive it 100%, then you literally drive around straight because
it just dies.
The amount of grip that it's got. Yeah, literally that. But we had to do a couple of upgrades through the year, change the diff ratios in it, a bit like how you would when you're trying to tune a car on Forza.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, but we're looking forward to sort of what's happening next year.
Is there any plans that you can give us for next year, or is it all confidential?
It's not really confidential. I'd like to say we're sort of expanding the brand to UCXT a little bit. I'll give that away. We've got some little hidden things going on behind the sidelines, which obviously you're aware of.
For anyone who can guess what that means.
Yeah, and we are going to have more power in the car for next year.
Good.
And we won't be on road tyres, we'll be on semi-slicks.
Do you have any plans beyond that? Are you looking to go to maybe Pro 1 or maybe do other competitions?
Yeah, obviously next year again is going to be a learning year, because I haven't done much drifting at all. I've done 1 year of drifting.
Yeah, compared to a lot of people.
I was obviously getting used to my car.
Yeah.
So throwing all that power in it, it's going to be another year of learning.
Yeah.
As such, hopefully we can adapt quite quick. I did actually borrow Josh Moore's blue 7 days performance E36,
Good
which
car.
was that was 500 horsepower, and I adapted that quite quick. So I'm feeling confident going into the season with all the changes.
I would
it's
say
just
you
really
are a
hard going-
fast learner when it comes to
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad of a learner. But,
Would you like to get into Pro 1 eventually?
I'd like to aim for Pro 1. That is what my goal is going to be for next year. But the grid is so like competitive that it makes it so hard because everyone's at the top of their game like, all the time, and the cars have just progressed massively. So everyone's got obviously like top spec cars, which obviously you'd expect in like the British Championships.
So what about beyond BDC then? Any other competitions?
Yeah, there's I've got a bit of traffic going on here.
Yeah,
have to navigate. Probably do a couple of rounds of Drift League GB. It just gets expensive with tyres.
Yeah.
But sort of like within the next 4 years, I mean, if things go to plan and I progress, I'd love to reach like Drift Masters. That's like end goal, but I don't know if that's not realistic. We'll see.
Anything's possible, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I personally think you've got the skill. Having seen what you've done this past year with the car that you've got.
Yeah, there's just a lot of good drivers, which a lot of young lads that are coming through the ranks as well.
I've got a good one.
Yeah.
Go on.
So,
oh my god.
obviously, for people watching the video,
Yeah.
if they want to get into drifting in real life, in the UK, we'll say, what's the best thing to do? What's the best way to go about it?
To be
Good
honest, right,
question.
there's a company called The Science of Drift. The guy's name's Yogi, and he runs like tuition days, where it's quite expensive. So if you want to drift for like 5 hours, obviously you get a BMW E46. He's got all the tyres and that paid for. It's about 450 quid for that short period of time. But he teaches you like all the basics of like how to hydro entry and that sort of thing. Sort of gets you involved with the community as such, because there's a lot of drifters that attend them days, and that way you haven't got to buy a car. You can just sort of turn up. Yeah, it's quite expensive, but you can turn up and just have a go. And he's a good driver himself, so he gives you tuition. So yeah, I'd say that is probably one of the easiest ways of getting into it. If not, then you probably want to look at getting like a cheap, like an IS200, 350Z, E36, MX5, anything like that, and then head to a track and do it. I wouldn't really advise doing like Streeto and stuff like that, because I'd say it's like frowned upon a little bit. But yeah, just enjoy it really. Just do what you can to get involved, I'd say.
Seat time. It's very important if
and
you
keep
really want to learn.
playing like these Forza games and stuff. People think that it doesn't help, but I think it does.
Definitely if you've got like a wheel setup and all that, and you can really get used to like the footwork and the e-brake, etc, etc.
It's just things like knowing where the other car, like it teaches you to predict what the other player's going to do, which in sense when you're drifting, it allows you to sort of adapt to things and sort of predict what's going to happen.
Yeah. Brian, what about you? Have you got any real life drifting plans? Would you like to get into drifting in real life?
Yeah, I would. It's just there's nowhere around me to go and do it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like I used to have Rockingham, that was near me, Birmingham Wheels. They've all closed. Like if I was to do drifting, I'd be a daily drifter. If that makes sense. So like
It would be kind of more casual.
Car.
Wouldn't really be like you'd never enter competitions or out like that.
Yeah, never a comp car. It'd be like a Streeto car basically.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I
couldn't
couldn't really see myself doing competitions like what Parker does, but I would one day love to build a drift car. We all hop on a track together and just bang doors. It'll be so sick. Just casual.
Yeah, that'd be very good. Just if there anyone is watching, basically, if you've got questions, don't be afraid to ask. There is a lot of us in the team that are pretty clued up on numerous different things. Yeah, don't be worried just to pop us a message and ask about real life drifting and where to go to get into it.
When it comes to the real life stuff, obviously you've got the most experience out of all of us. Where can they find you or message you? What's
just
like
on my
your
socials.
Instagram? All your socials.
Instagram is at ZJ Parker 19. I think that's about all she wrote.
In a bit.
In a bit.
Right.